What is going on, everybody, man? King Recon here. It feels so good to be covering a weekly chapter of the Awesome Sauce once again. Now, I must give y'all a quick disclaimer. I did get spoiled on this week's chapter on a certain event revolving around the character of Denjiro. Now, I do not want to ruin it for others because I know that some people read the chapters for the first time alongside this, or alongside my reactions. So I don't want to ruin it for those people. But like I always say, whenever I get spoiled on a chapter, there is no way in the Flying Flagnards that you can ruin the experience by just spoiling one thing. Because the beautiful thing about One Piece is that there is 17 to 19 pages of awesome sauce every single time a chapter drops. Every panel, every piece of text, every character interaction, it's all a part of the wonderful experience. And there's no way that someone can possibly ruin that. And you want to know why they can't? Because it's the best-selling manga in history. By God, it's nearly the second best-selling comic of all time. The latest installment of the Wano Awesome Sauce continues in One Piece. One day I'm gonna be able to yell that again. And it's gonna feel so good when I do it, man. It's gonna feel extremely good. Sorry about that cutoff right there, man. These allergies are not treating the throat right, so you might see a couple breaks within this chapter, but we'll do what we have to do to read the greatness and the awesome sauce. You know what I'm saying? But actually speaking of the greatness and the awesome sauce, before we get into this chapter, did y'all see that they dropped Stampede digitally across multiple platforms? So they dropped it on iTunes, the Microsoft Store, and on Amazon in both sub and dub. Now, I'm going to be picking it up for sure, but I think I'm going to wait for my second experience with Stampede to be with the Blu-ray. Because I've been doing that for so many years, so my second or third experience is usually with the Blu-ray that comes out. I've been doing that in Strong World, so I'm kind of used to, after the initial experience, to watch it like on my TV before I watch it on my phone. And I have nothing against watching it on the phone, but for me, when it comes to the theater, bro, that theater experience for Stampede is unrivaled. It was WrestleMania 40 in there, man, with all the tards. It was the most fun I've ever had in a theater. It was a blast. So in order for me to follow that experience up, I want to watch it on my TV, either on my TV or on one of my cousin's TVs or whatever, and gather the troops and we'll watch Stampede together. But after that, then I'll watch it a billion times on my phone through iTunes and whatnot. But if you have not watched Stampede and you have access to Amazon or the Microsoft Store or iTunes, give it a watch, man. Give it a watch. Stampede is such an amazing movie for the fans. Like, and I even heard people who aren't really fans of One Piece watch Stampede and get really excited for the series and want to check it out. So regardless, and if you're watching this, obviously you're a fan of the series, so definitely, if you have not watched Stampede yet, give it a shot, man. It's so much fun. So many great cameos and moments, and just the way everything meshes, the comedy's on point. Stampede greatness, man. And then just for me, if y'all have yet to play the Final Fantasy VII Remake demo on PlayStation 4, go download it and play it, man. And then get ready for the awesome sauce that comes out on April 10th. Because your boy Cloud Strife is back and looking better than ever. But that's all I gotta say about that, man. Y'all know how I am with my Final Fantasy. So let's get right into this chapter. One Piece chapter 973, The Kozuki Clan. And right here we see it looks to be Gotti's counterattack, continuing the Gang Beeges. Man, Gang Beeges cover pages have been going on for a while. Yo, speaking of Capone, his gameplay in Pirate Warriors 4 looks so flipping beast. Big Father, dude. Bro, my man legit, within the game, I don't know what button you have to press, but he legitimately opens it up and people just start decking. I mean, yo, straight up like it's Godfather 2, dude. Not only that, go to assume that's your square combo. But when he brings out Big Father, Capone is going to be nice in that game, man. I'm super, super excited. Because there's so many new characters that you get to play as in Power Warriors 4. But man, when I saw the Capone gameplay, I was like, my boy, looking fresh. Oh man. And the very first panel in the chapter is Oden holding Momo, bro. Like, how can Oda do this to us, man? We just saw what happened with Oden. My man boiled. After that phenomenal chapter, I thought Oda was gonna ease up, man. I thought he was gonna ease up and be like, alright, we're transitioning, you know what I'm saying? Especially with the way that Toki ended that last chapter. But mother of flag, immediately, very first panel, as if to tug away at our heartstrings, you know, just punch us right in the soul. He shows a panel of Oden holding Momo, knowing for sure that Oden's dead, man. And knowing how much Momo cares for his father. Man, look how high you are. And he's holding him up in the air. Like Kiryu in Yakuza 6. That's too high, Oden. Oh, it has the octopus. Even from way up here in the sky, you cannot see it all. Is that right? Wait a minute, bro. It's Roger. It's a Roger sighting. Y'all know what that means. Y'all know what that means. Y'all know how we do it around these parts. When the legend is in a chapter, you gotta put respect on his name. Goldie Roja. Are you kidding me, bro? Yo, this man Oda's out of his mind. First, I thought the flashback was over. And then he proceeds to tell me, or to show me a panel of Oden holding Momonosuke. And that is followed by a Roger panel, right when I thought that we were done with the Roger stuff, man. Dude, look at my boy, man, flexing the mustache. We even get half a panel of Shanks' face. That half of a panel of Shanks' face with a straw hat is enough to make this entire thing a 40 out of 10. What do I tell y'all? Blackbeard, Shanks, and Roger. If they are in a chapter, it's over. So there could be one panel. There could be a mentioning of one of those three characters. Still a 40 out of 10. We don't play around these parts, man. Dog. And then you have Oden holding. So he's holding Momonosuke on his head. And then Hiyori's holding on to the side of his sideburns, dude. Man, you even get to see Toki right here. I think that's a panel of Rayleigh all the way in the back. That is the world, Momonosuke Hiyori. That is the world. Momonosuke Hiyori. Gaze out upon it. These are sights you won't find in Wano. Let's talk, Momo. What's your ideal woman? Bro, my man says like 3. For real, Rayleigh? Man's is talking about, yo, what's your ideal woman? Like, no, how is he supposed to know? It's too early for that. No, actually... I forgot who I was talking about, bro. This man Momonosuke is as big of a fiend as Sanji and Brook at his young age. I forgot who I was talking about, man. You must think of a person like a fish cake when you slice Momonosuke. You must think of a person like a fish cake when you slice Momonosuke. Don't teach him like that. And here you have Shanks right there on the side. How did it go? Were we able to get to Zou, Lord Oden? Yes, if I were to make a long story short, I learned that Zou and the Kozuki clan share a powerful and historical bond. The Minks are mighty warriors, so remember this. If the time comes, seek out Zou. And that is where the connection to Zou between the Scabbards comes in. They will surely be a powerful ally. That is very, very interesting. You know, getting sent all those years into the future, and they're like, yo, we have to seek out Zou. You know, we have to seek them out. Oh, shucks, I'm blushing. Yeah, you see Neko, bro. You already know he's piping him up, dog. Yo, I got the Nekomushi and Inarashi duel card in Treasure Cruise. That card is disgusting. It is so beast. And not only did I get that one, I got the other dual card with Sabo and Koala. Yo, dude, yo, the dual cards they've been putting in this game are really, really nice. When what time comes, Lord Odin, you'll know it when it happens. And you know what's very interesting about the way that Odin has been wording things past couple chapters is really like after he found out what the One Piece is and what the Will of D is and about Joy Boy's story and all of that stuff that he figured out whenever he went to Laugh Tale. Excuse me, it feels like he's an enlightened being. Like nothing phases him because he realizes that it's bigger than himself. He realizes that there's a much bigger picture to be drawn here. You know, like he realizes that the future, that in order for the future to become what it is, they need to play their part and their role here in the present. And he already knows, he has some sort of idea about this thing that's going to go down in the future, as did Roger, as did Rayleigh, and all the individuals that were there in Laugh Tale. So just seeing how they express themselves after experiencing something like that, and how Odin continuously has done that for all this time that he was in Wano before his death, is so fascinating to me. Because it's like that one thing that he learned, or I shouldn't say one thing, bunch of things that he learned, you know, really showed him how much bigger everything is. Or I should say, how small he is in comparison to like the overall bigger picture. And that's a very, very interesting thing to look at, because knowing the type of man that Odin grew up to be, and knowing how it is, and knowing how he died, you know, it was a process for him, and growing and learning how to become a man and a parent, and just in gratitude and being humble and a whole bunch of different things. But what led to him feeling like an elder, feeling like a monk, and as much wisdom as he would like spit out at times. Man, my man's was out here spitting out dialogue like he was Gintoki. I mean, you know, like legit pulling out some bangers. And one only pulls out bangers like that whenever they've gone through it or they've learned of things. You know, they become enlightened. And just to see how Odin says small stuff like, yo, you'll know it when it happens. Like, yo, they'll be a powerful ally. Go out to Zou and seek them out when the time comes, because he knows. He's enlightened. My boy has reached that level. So it's just very interesting to see the little, because that's not the first time that's happened. Ever since we got back from the Roger flashback, there's been several instances of Odin acting in this manner. Bang, 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 bang. You've gotten so much better, Hiyori. Oh, yo, of course. Odin says, I like that song you play, yo. Me too, Odin. It is top 3 soundtracks in One Piece. Are you kidding me? Bro, episode 8, yo. I go back and watch the first like 5 minutes of episodes 892, 893, and 894 all the time, bro. And why is that? Because it has the he already died. He already going ham on the sticks. Really, it's called Moon Princess. So the song is called Moon Princess. So when somebody puts that thing inevitably in Guitar Hero, then I get to play a version of Moon Princess. You feel me? Hey, I'm gonna 100% that thing like it was back in Guitar Hero 3. Listen, son. If somebody masters Moon Princess, it's like somebody mastering Through the Fire and Flames. You know, back in Guitar Hero 3. Give me that Moon Princess, dog. I'll 100% that thing no matter how long it takes. I'll platinum it. You feel me? I'm going to learn to play even better. It's a good song. You'll have to play it at my funeral. Come on, Oda, bro. Don't say stuff like that, dog. Moon Princess. She says, I'm going to learn to play even better. And she looks mad cute in here, man. And Oda's just laughing like a proud father. Wait, don't make your sister cry, Momo. It was you, father. Already with the bickering. You have Toki right here in the back. Poor Hiyori. Oh, sorry about what I said earlier. It was just a joke. This man's a sicko. Wipe out the Kazuki bloodline. They run unarmed. slaughter every last samurai. This has to be right after Oden died, right? Because that would be the only reason why they're escaping at this pace. Yeah, it has to be. Because they're running, it looks like they're continuing to run past what happened in the last chapter. You know, whenever they jetted and they were out of there, we got the flashback sequences and whatnot. Yo, man, look at Kiku and Kinemon. Look at Kinemon's face, bro. Yo, Kinemon, he's like, yo, y'all better get out of my way, dog. Y'all don't want to mess with me right now. I'm the Foxfire. I appreciate the weapon, Shinobu. Don't mention it. Yeah, shout out to Shinobu, dog. Yeah, her moments in the last 2 chapters were beautiful. Hey, Master Kin, do you think I can be one of the Kozuki vassals too? We all started off as uninvited vassals. It is entirely up to you. Kinemon's like, dog, we're no better than you. You feel me? I was out here robbing people before I met Oden. You know, all of us came from these different lives and these different lifestyles. There is no prerequisite to becoming a vassal. You just gotta have a good heart, good intentions, and be ready to go up in like summer when the time calls for it, man. And that's it, yo. Like, there's no prerequisites, man. We've all gone through our separate little things. It's a beautiful line, man. Dogstorm, Cat Viper, knock it off. You gotta might as well have been the one who killed Lord Oden. Man, dude. And you already know that Orochi and Nekomamushi, this is where like their struggle with each other, where they just continue to, their bickering just reached an all-time high. Because I feel like Oden, either Oden or Whitebeard, or like one of those figures was the one that like held them down. You feel me? Where like they could come to this, as long as they were around, they were able to be together and like actually work together. And what's very interesting about that is that if we take it as Luffy inheriting Oden's will in this case, they are going to unite once more under Luffy. You feel me? So it's like it always takes that incredible figure to bring these two together, and Luffy's definitely gonna do that here in the Wano War. But you addle-brained cat, shut your disloyal mouth. You're more worried about how the enemy feels. I bet that spy Kaido mentioned was you got a dog, you know, man. And those insults going right at each other, just stabbing each other in the soul, man. Look out behind you, and then you have right here. What in the flying flagnard do you call that? Is that one of the numbers? Bro, that thing is huge. Dog, cat, those idiots. What is that thing? Don't turn back to help. We don't have time. Yo, Kawamatsu's like, dog, just run. Bro, that's got to be one of the numbers, though, dog. There's no way Oda has this thing shown, silhouetted, but at looking like this massive monster. I mean, we know relatively how big, at the very least, in terms of width, Nekomamushi is. And this thing is manhandling Nekomamushi and Orochi. That's gonna be one of the numbers. There are too many of them in pursuit. Yeah, no, that's definitely one of the numbers, dude. Help me, Ashura. You got it. Denjiro, Ashura. Curses. So, man, Ashura Doji and Denjiro said, yo, we gotta take care of the situation. Kuti, we're surrounded. Oh, man, bro, look at King. Look at King. Light the fires. Don't worry, I'll see to it that you can get away. There is an escape route. And Toki, man, always, you know, to the very end, wanting to, oh, man, dude. This is around the time where we started seeing what was going down in chapter 920. And right here we see Hiyori hitting Toki's body. This man Kaido's holding this man Momonosuke up for a choke slam, bro, like he's Kane. What is your name? Momonosuke can't speak. Bro, he has him held. I mean, dog, he drops him. That thing is from the top of the cell in the middle of the ring. I'm gonna fall. It's too high. I'll die. Your father's a fool of a lord. Man, bro. So not only is he destroying him physically, but then he tells him something that he knows is gonna destroy him emotionally. With your death, I presume the Kozuki clan is finished. And he says no, and he gives out a hick. Because your father's a great man, and you are meant. Father is a great warrior, and I will one day carry this nation by the shoulders. Okay, Momonosuke. Yo, man, to have the balls, man, to truly say that in that situation. I mean, yo, you have Kaido ready to choke slam you from the top of the Flower Capital. And my man Momonosuke got a promo saying, you ain't gonna do that to me, Chief. And you wanna know why? Because my pops was a great man. He was a great warrior. And one day, I will be the one to carry this nation on his shoulders. Momonosuke, dog. That's what I'm talking about, man. I dreamed someone else put in your mouth. I didn't realize you were so young. And he cries out, father, man, because of course he's still a kid. And Kaido lets him live and just throws him into the side. That is Oden's son. Let him perish in the flames of the castle. But at the very least, Kaido himself didn't kill him. So he must have seen something. Either he saw something within Momonosuke that he respected because it reminded him of Oden, or he was just paying his respect to Oden right there for what Oden must have taught him as a human being. You know what I'm saying? So it might have been a combination of the two. But Kaido definitely let him live there for a reason. And he flies off in his dragon form. Okay, every time I see Kaido in dragon form, reminds me of my treasure cruise. I'm so happy to have that character. He's so OP, and I cannot wait to use him in Pirate Warriors 4. You get to use all of the Yonko, dude. Can you imagine playing a co-op match and you go up into like swimwear with Kaido, Big Mom, Shanks, and Blackbeard? That's too much, man. Lord Momonosuke, Lady Hiyori, Lady Toki, you're well, thank goodness. Everyone come to me, I have something to tell you. Here we go. She's gonna tell him about the prophecy. To the future? Almost there, just a bit longer, princess. Oh, and this whenever Kawamatsu takes Hiyori. Don't let the samurai escape the castle, block all the exits. Nee! Someone popped out, shoot him. It's not a samurai, who was that? Yo. Toki? She's spreading out in order to activate her ability, right? And she has arrows. I mean, she's bleeding. She's almost down. Makura Tankuri, the night's coming. It's getting dark. I'm scared, Grandma. It's not like usual nights. We're done for. Because we could not believe in the Kozuki plan and nor to Oden. We will now receive the divine punishment that we deserve. Can you imagine that, man? I mean, we know that the collective... what do they call it? I know in Persona, it's like the collective... It starts with a C. Where like everyone's collective thoughts become one. I forgot what it's called, but it's one of the main themes in Persona 5. But anyways, so these individuals within Wano, and specifically within Kuri, the individuals who know for sure how good of a man Oden was, they are sitting here already feeling guilty enough because they realize that it's because of them, or not even really because of them, or it is because of them because Oden tried to protect them without telling anyone anything. But the guilt of, brooding and making fun and just isolating and neglecting Oden for so long, for 5+ years. And then finding out what it is that he actually did for them right before his death. So it's like a double whammy right there. And the populace is like flagnards. They're not even mad. They're like, man, the guilt was getting to them so much. The impression that Oden had on them was so much that they were like, dog, if this is divine punishment, we'll take it. That's how you know. That is how you know that the people truly feel bad for what they did to Oden. And I'm glad that Oda included that panel. I really, really am, man. I mean, let me read that again. Because we could not believe in the Kozuki clan and Lord Oden, we will now receive the divine punishment that we deserve. You know what it takes in order for somebody to say that? Now begins an eternal night that never breaks. And now that makes so much sense as to why the people of Wano act the way that they do in modern times. 20 years later. Toki, have you come searching too from 800 years in the past? Searching for the day the world is overturned? Then jump 20 years ahead and the day you see... Another speech of enlightenment from Oden. I gotta read that again. Toki, you have come searching from 800 years in the past. Yo, she comes straight from the Void Century, bro. Not just the Void Century, from Wano in the Void Century. Searching for the day the world is overturned. Then jump 20 years ahead in the days you seek. Yo, how does Oden know? Like, seriously, what did he learn of, man? I mean, we know of the two sovereigns. We know of things, but like, it feels like they know too much. And then Toki covers his mouth. You don't get any dinner tonight, Oden. What? Oh, I didn't make any money today, so I guess I didn't earn it. Oden is like, no, not that. What I don't understand, it's for saying such an awful thing. Lady Toki, I fled here from the past, Oden. I always thought that if I jumped to the future, someone would pull through for me. She's breathing heavily. You are the moon unaware of the dawn. Yo, man, and the strong Toki who barely let out tears for Oden now can barely hold them back in front of the people of Wano. The very people that she, not even in private, wanted to show tears. Not in front of her children, not in front of herself, because she realized that if she showed tears, it would show weakness in this time where everybody needs strength coming from somebody from power. You feel me? And now, with tears in her eyes in front of the entire populace, she yells, you are the moon unaware of the dawn. May your purpose be fulfilled, and cast 9 shadows in the night woven of 20 years, and you shall know the brilliance of the dawn. And Toki delivers the promo of legend, bro. I gotta read that again, man. I got chills. You are the moon unaware of the dawn. May your purpose be fulfilled, and cast 9 shadows in the night woven of 20 years, and you shall know the brilliance of the dawn. And we know what and how the dawn, or and I shouldn't say how, what the dawn is. You know, the dawn of a new day, the dawn of a new era. It's what Pedro gave his life for. It's what the Minks continuously preach. It's a concept that we continuously see in Wano. I would say it's a concept we've been seeing the entire series. And Toki delivers the promo of legend right there in this final panel of her looking out into the skies while she's delivering this promo with the blood coming down her face, her eyes shining and gleaming. Out into the moon, man. With the moon princess. Shout out to Hiyori. Wow. Lady Toki, I told you to boil this water. It is heated, my lord. It is not that I ask you to draw me a room temperature bath. It's scalding, Shogun Orochi. You will burn your skin. Bro, man, somebody commented the other day in my One Piece anime video that every time they see Orochi, they want to drop kick their television. And you know what, man? I'm right there with you, dog, because, you know, Orochi is starting to get to that status to where even though I respect how much I hate him, whenever I'm in the moment, like whenever you're not in the moment, I can see it from like a writer's point of view, and I'm like, Flagnards, I'm supposed to hate this character. But in the moment, and when I remember what this slimy piece of garbage actually did to Oden, it legitimately makes me want to dropkick him. And not just any dropkick, an Okada, a Kazuchika Okada level dropkick, man. You feel me? Like just a perfect bah to his mouth. 1, 2, 3 knocked out. Hit him with a Rainmaker. Flipping Orochi, man. I hope they put him in Pirate Warriors, yo, so I can just replay that mission over and over again, man, and just, you know, replay the dream of like Luffy and Zoro just going ham on Orochi, dog. But hey, that's just me. Shut up, I'm cold. I can't stop shivering. Bring me the bones of the Gozuki Samurai. Why can't you find me? Yo, he's shivering, bro. The coward that Kyoshiro continuously calls him out for. Because listen, man, he realizes that what Toki said is a shoot. He realizes that that there is a future awaiting them, man. There's a future where they will appear once more. And that's why he was so uncertain and wanted all of their bones and all their remains to be pulled up, man. That's how scared he was, bro. Bring me proof that they are dead. 20 years, she says. Are they still alive, Lady Toki? Watch my Kappa dance, princess. And Hiyori wasn't paying any attention to that, man. Like Kawamatsu was trying his hardest to cheer up, and I respect him for that. But Hiyori was way too hurt, man. I mean, she just lost her mother, her father, and then her brother, who she has no idea will even come back to her one day. She lost everything. Absolutely everything. She cries out, man. And then right here we see Denjiro's tears, bro. Oh, man. So I gotta feel for these characters, man. Like, yo, they knew this man so well, and everything just, because of these two individuals, everything just went downhill, and they were unable to do anything. And I know as for them as the Scabbards, this has to hurt so much, because this is what they're here for. You know, they take pleasure in protecting and helping Oden, Toki, Hiyori, and Momonosuke. You know, they take true pleasure in that, man. The tears of Denjiro, bro. And right here we see Denjiro with someone. Look at this filthy beggar. Do you really live in the capital? Hey, let us follow you. What's your name, sir? You can call me Kyoshiro the Man. That's what I got spoiled on, bro. That right there is what I got spoiled on. Okay, I get it. I understand now. I understand. See? Had I not been spoiled, I would have been a little confused on this. So right here on the top, I thought the dude on the left was Denjiro, and he was with this other individual. But no, that is Denjiro coming out, you know, and you're seeing like what he used to be. So it's like Oda indicating this is who Denjiro was, you know, and now this is what he's become all of these years later. And so you see him go all the way back. Well, look at this filthy beggar. Do you really live in the capital? Let us follow you. What's your name, sir? You can call me Kyoshiro the Mad, bro. And Kyoshiro just looks back at the... Let's go. Man, dude. And y'all know, man. I mean, we've been hyping up Kyoshiro like crazy on this channel. And for a good reason, right? Every time he shows up, it's always a fun time. Especially after the anime. I really enjoy his voice and the way he's handled. But, man, the hype for Kyoshiro is high. And ever since I saw that one panel in the banquet with him and Hiyori, there was just something about Kyoshiro that I was like, dude, there's something way more to this character than what they're letting on. And the fact that he's a scabbard makes everything 10 times more interesting. Everything. Because now you have somebody who works directly for the capital and has deep connections to Toki. Or not to Toki, I keep saying Toki. To Hiyori. Black Nords. Yo, that like raises my interest, man. And even more than there already is. And just the events that are gonna take place from here on out. He just looks beast, bro. Kyoshiro the Mad. The Kyoshiro family, eh? I've heard of your reputation. Can you offer me protection? I would consider it an honor, Shogun Orochi. And he has no idea, bro, who this man is. Money, women, soldiers. I can bring you everything you need. And Kyoshiro looks up. He's so capable. Who is that man? What brilliance, what charisma. Now that Boss Hyogoro is gone, it's the birth of a new mob leader. Like, yo, he's taking over for the Dragon of Dojima, man. And the Kyoshiro family runs the flower capital. But he's got a weakness, too. He always looks sleepy. They call him Napping Kyoshiro. Now, so that's where the memes came from yesterday? I kept seeing this whole napping Virgo thing from the Reverie, right? And I was like, napping Virgo? And now that I see this, they call him Napping Kyoshiro. Now everything makes sense, man. Now I see why I kept seeing that in the, or why I kept hearing it in the Reverie. So that's very, very fascinating. The fact that Napping Kyoshiro said, yeah, he always looks so sleepy. I bet he's up all morning cavorting. It's Yoshimitsu Kozo. The thief has stolen the stockpile of gold. He was him? He was Yoshimitsu Kozo? No wonder he's always sleepy, dog. No, man, see, this is what I was talking about. Like, yo, I got spoiled that Denjiro is Kyoshiro. But no one told me about this, dude. Now everything makes so much sense when it comes to his character and why he acts the way he acts. The thief has stolen the stockpile of gold, and it was him. Lady Hiyori, princess, where have you gone? Why? There's an adorable little girl who showed up at our step boss. She seems like an orphan who wandered into the capital. The poor thing starved. Bro, this right here is why this is my series, man. There's nothing, bro. Yo, man, I mean, because, bro, maybe it's because my connection to that entire portion, the banquet portion, and my hype for it, and I was like, I cannot wait to figure out, because my brain kept trying to piece the pieces together, and put the puzzles together of what is the relationship between Kyoshiro and Hiyori. And now we know, bro. You may not recognize me, my lady. Denjiro, is it really you? Indeed it is, Lady Hiyori. I see Sakamatsu took care of you. I was so possessed with a demon of anger that it disfigured my face. No, not even Kinemon and the others would fail to recognize me now, but that suits my purposes. Yo, until the day the great battle to come arrives, I ask you not to tell anyone about me, even our allies. From this day on, I will offer you my protection in Kawamatsu's stead. You must now call yourself Konosuke. Bro, this right here, yo, man. I'm telling y'all, bro. Oh, God. Like, yo, there was still a question in my mind after I finished last chapter where I was like, I don't know, man. I mean, I've loved so many flashbacks in the series. Nami's flashback is the reason why I became so invested into anime manga in the first place, right? Robin's flashback is legendary, you know, Brooks, Choppers, you know, ASL, Laws, flipping Nolan and Calgaras, you know, so many incredible ones. But I was like, man, Oden's really my favorite. It has the Roger stuff. Oden's a legend, but it's so tough. I feel like I had to give it a little more time. This is what I be talking about. This is the perfect example of why it is that I told y'all in the beginning that even if you get spoiled on one thing in a One Piece chapter or in a One Piece episode, it does not matter, man. Nothing compares to the overall experience. Oda is so incredible that he does not revolve his entire portion, the entire story around one moment. Even the most iconic moments have incredible moments to go around it. In Arlong Park, whenever Luffy puts the hat on Nami's head, that is immediately the scene that comes to mind. But what about the scenes that come before and after that? The scene that comes after that is the legendary walk to Arlong Park, and which one's Arlong? The scene before that is the one that makes me cry every single time I watch it, which is when Nami is talking to Genzo and the squad in Arlong Park, and she's trying her hardest to stop them from going off, and Genzo holds her and says, yo, it's all good, I know what you're going through, and Nami lets out all the in India, I Want to Live, the most iconic moment in the entire series. What follows that? Sogeking shoot down the flag. And then before that, the end of Robin's flashback. Oda has always been consistently the same. My man drops legendary moments, but around those legendary moments are moments that are just as incredible. It's what makes One Piece the GOAT. What an amazing chapter, man. I mean, seriously, it was just banger after banger after banger after banger. Goodness gracious, bro. From Oden, seeing him once again, giving Roger the same battle again, it was so awesome. God, man, and his enlightenment coming out, seeing his interactions with his children, and seeing Kinemon and them going off in like sumo right like here, seeing Nekomushi and Orochi getting their bickering back and to where we see them now today. Momonosuke cutting a promo on Kaido, bro. And Toki cutting her promo on all of Wano. And then Orochi shook, dog. Then Denjiro's transformation to becoming Kyoshiro, bro. God, Kyoshiro being Yoshimitsu Kozo that we could continuously hear about within Wano. Witching Hour gang, oh my god, dude. And then showing where he already left Kawamatsu. And now we know, now we have context of that banquet scene. Now we have true context of the banquet scene, and now we know why it is that he let her live, because his entire purpose was to protect her. Yo, man. And this entire final page in the panel structure of it is so goat. Denjiro, is that really you? And he's tearing up, man. Indeed it is, Lady Hiyori. I see so Kawamatsu took care of you. I was so possessed by the demon of anger that it disfigured my face. No doubt even Kinemon and the others would fail to recognize me now, but that suits my purposes. Man, dude, and you see her already. And that's when she became Komorisaki, aka Queen Amidala. Until the day the great battle to come arrives, I ask you not to tell anyone about me or even our allies. From this day on, I will offer you more protection. Kawamatsu said, you must not call yourself Komorisaki. Awesome sauce of a chapter, man. Seriously. I mean, back to back to back to back to back to back bangers. Amazing chapter, dude. In one chapter, in one post-chapter after Oden's death, I already am extremely emotionally invested in storylines that were already taking place. With Kyoshiro and Komurasaki. You know, Kyoshiro and Hiyori and that entire thing. That's gonna hit extremely hard now when I watch it in the anime. God, I can't wait for that episode. And now, with Momonosuke, I cannot wait. Like, I have been on this, I've continued to say this in Recon's pieces, where I'm so hyped for Luffy versus Kaido. But on that same level, I'm hoping that Luffy and Momonosuke have a moment together against Kaido. Where Momonosuke has like a shogun moment. Similar to that of in Gintama, in an arc that takes place. There is a moment where you get something like that from the true shogun. And I want a moment like that, Momonosuke, dog. I really, really do. And so, man, God, I can't even begin to explain how much I love this chapter, bro. I mean, seriously, so many great moments, so many great scenes that just intertwine perfectly with each other. I still can't get over the Kyoshiro, Ishimitsu Kozo stuff, but that is awesome, dude. One Piece greatness, man. This was a great chapter. Because continuing the onslaught of non-stop greatness that we've gotten within this flashback. You know, I, for a little bit there, was thinking, like I said with the flashback, I was like, man, maybe it is because I read them all back to back to back and whatnot. But nah, this flashback, this real deal, has just been that GOAT, man. And this solidifies that fact. Like, yo, this chapter was amazing. Great stuff, man. I look forward to seeing your comments in the comment section down below. Cannot wait for next week to see where it goes from here. One Piece greatness. I love it. This is why this is my series, dog. Like, this is why it's the best-selling manga in history. I wish I could yell. You feel me? But man, yo, everybody, it's an awesome sauce of a day. Take care. One Piece greatness. Leave me what you thought about this chapter in the comment section down below, and I will see y'all next time. You might even see me a little earlier, man. I don't know, dog. This chapter it was hitting different, man. Just like this whole flashback has been hitting different. Amazing chapter. I will see y'all next time, man. Peace out, yo. One Piece greatness, baby.